Voila! Everyone, and welcome to the Amanda Notando Show. I'm Amanda, and thank you guys for watching. I am so super excited about today's episode because today's episode is going to be so special because I'm in my line of business. We're talking about film. Those who know, my company is a film production company before the Amanda Notando Show. So today I'm joined with a multi-talented gentleman in the film industry, Ombeni Katige. Wow. Is it the way? Did I pronounce it properly?
Very well.
Yeah, I always ask people their names because I don't want to butcher it.
You are an African, so that shouldn't.
I know, I know, awesome. But then you're also also known as Ben Kazi.
Ben Kazi.
Okay, so why Ben Kazi and why?
It's just I try to accommodate everyone. Like,
make it easy.
Yeah, to make it easy, especially for people. Like I said, you are an African. You know,
yeah.
Some people will not
be
say
able to
Ombeni, you know. So I just wanted to make it a little bit short for everyone.
Right.
Ben
the same way
Kazi.
people say Nintendo for Nintendo.
Imagine.
I know, so I get it. Ben here is the founder and the CEO of Congo. Yes?
Wow.
Why are you changing? Why I'm saying yes is because you just changed your look.
Oh, I'm surprised. It looked like you did a research on me.
Oh, that's my job.
Oh.
It is my job to do research on people. All right, so he is the founder and the CEO of Congo, and this year's award winner at the LA International Film Festival for his outstanding editing and cinematography work. Oh my gosh, I was actually surprised with the cinematography one. I was like, whoa!
The cinematography one, yeah, it's my movie, but that's credit will go to Chase Gardner.
Oh,
the
right.
one was a DOP, so yes, it's good. It's for my movie, but
right.
that particular one was for him.
Oh, right, that is great.
Yeah, based cinematographer.
Okay, but still, all the same, I was just so proud to say, you know what, we have a winner in the city here, a winner in editing, and we're just talking about editing before we even started the show, right? And I was like,
wow.
oh, okay. It's always good to have people in the same field as you, and so congratulations for the awards.
Thank you.
In LA, you're welcome. So I'll never forget the moment that we met. Right?
You were my date in the movie.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was so amazing to the way we just got along. You know what I mean? The way that we just clicked, and I was like, okay, this is weird. But then again, everything happens for a reason. People meet for a reason. And even on the person's set, what's his name? Brandon said it was so amazing because he's a good writer as well, comic writer. He's a good filmmaker, and then getting to meet an awesome person like you, somebody who ends up getting an award. It was like, okay, I think it was the right direction. And then I was like, thank you, Lord Jesus. Yeah, it was so amazing meeting you, and I feel blessed to have met you. And now that you're on my show, it's like, I need to sit down with this person so you can also motivate other people on your journey as well, because it's not easy being in the film industry, right? It's not even easy. Yeah. All right, so let's get on to the questions. Not going to be difficult, so don't worry about it. All right, so let's start with that. Like for the viewers, let's start with talking about your background, your upbringing, right? Because you know so many languages, and we're gonna get into that as well. So you want to tell your viewers just a brief background on who Ben is?
Oh yeah, Ben Ombeni Katige. Wow, it's too much to say.
Just a brief guy.
Very humble guy, you know.
Oh yes, that I can attest to because I don't chill with non-humble people.
Sometimes I talk a lot. It depends with the environment where I am. So I'm originally from Congo.
Yeah.
visited so many countries, and my father is from Congo, my mother is Rwandese. I know sometimes people are like, yeah, my mom is Rwandese, and yeah, so grew up.
And Rwandese are French speaking too, right?
At the moment, is English speaking country.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, I was in South Africa for so long as well.
Hence the reason why he speaks Zulu and then we understand each other.
Siyakhuluma. Okay, so I studied video multimedia at University of South Africa.
Okay.
And coming here to Canada, I was at the University of Moncton doing criminology, politics and criminology. However, filmmaking is always for me because it started from the day I was young. You know, in our community, I was writing stories we will play in the church. You know, I remember even in Rwanda, I was among the first production of Heaven's Gates and Hell's Flame.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a stage play, but they were recording it live.
Yeah.
I had 3 roles on it, like I was a Jesus beater, a party goers, and a drinker. If you've watched Heaven's Gate and Hell's Flame, the first production of Canadian Assemblies of God.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, that's how I developed this one, you know, like loving this industry, and then I got into editing because it's part of storytelling.
Right. So why did you come and study criminology instead of just getting right straight into film?
It's something. When I came to Moncton, New Brunswick, I looked at. I wanted to go in film industry, but actually I wanted to continue with my education. But I looked at the university, all schools. I was more advanced in what the school could give me, and the family didn't want to move to Vancouver or Toronto, and I was like, I have to stay, but I also need to study.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, as you say, there are a lot of challenges in this industry. So I look at the plan B, like, okay, let me study this one. In case this doesn't work, then I know I have a backup. This is why I went in politics and criminology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
but were you discouraged? Was there moments that you're actually discouraged by family to say, why would you want to get into film? You know how it is African families, they're like, you need to be a nurse, you need to be a doctor, you need to be a profession, and acting is not one among the professions.
Yeah, looking at for my background, my mother, she's very religious. So that's the one totally different because she knows in movie making there are a lot of things that they don't go along with what she believes.
Yeah.
Even our background back in Africa, it has to take courage to, you know. Yeah. So it was not a good moment, but they supported me. They thought that this is what he loves. Because, you know, even when I went to University of South Africa, it was human resource management.
Wow.
Then, every day, I would be doing something else, you know, like watching video Copilot and lynda.com. And then my professor, Christian I, he was like, Ben, you know what? Do what you want. You are wasting your time.
Yeah.
Immediately, I switched to video multimedia. Yeah, because I was always late with my assignment in human resources. Then I switched to video marketing.
And sometimes when you're in a field that you don't, well, I'm experiencing it right now, right? And I'm so fortunate that I am now studying what I love, right? And sometimes when I just get into the class, I'm like, oh my gosh, this feels good. And you feel motivated to do the assignments that you're meant to do, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what you felt you got to face, being in a totally different industry that you want to be in, and you kind of really don't care as much, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So were you thinking too much about film then, or was your mind conflicted with what you're doing?
Yeah, it's always about film because at the moment I will sit. You know, UNISA is always distance learning.
Right. Yeah.
But also we had a campus there in Durban, so I would go there and spend the day.
Okay.
But anytime I am there and I receive film students that are shooting, then I follow them. Or if I see Durban Institute of Technology students are doing their assignment, producing, then I will follow them. And if I see the link to then that's where I'll be. So, it's honestly, I used to run behind my friend every day, like in the night of submitting the assignment, and then I'll go, can you show me what you did? Then I will just copy because I didn't have time.
Right.
I was like, I love editing, filmmaking. Yeah, that's
and editing takes time too. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about this. Sometimes I don't even understand. I don't realize
Oh
how
wow,
time goes.
it's
Yeah.
so time consuming. That's great. So let's talk about your roles in film.
Yeah.
In writing, editing, stuff like that. Let's start with writing, right?
Yeah.
So you already wrote a film recently that you won an award for, right? And how many more have you written?
Oh yeah,
Do you have a lot?
I have a lot that I've never produced, and some have been produced at community level. Let's say back home.
Okay.
Yeah, in the community, and every Sunday we will write a play, and then we'll go, and the people in the community, they will come, they will watch.
Okay.
Yeah, they will watch, and they are happy, you know. So I've done a lot of them, and sometimes I can get back to those stories and develop them currently. And I co-wrote with so many people back, even in South Africa. Some people will write the story, will share the idea. And now I have like 5 scripts that are complete.
Okay.
And one is in post-production. We did a show about it, which won the award.
Okay.
The Culprits, yeah.
Oh, okay. So what motivates your writing?
It's just because I've been editing, that's why. And
Okay.
when you edit, it's part of storytelling. And it's something that they will definitely go along very well. And especially why I started to is it came back to the source at the beginning, because I was editing, and then at some point I could not get business in editing.
Okay.
Yeah, I could not.
How though? Because
sometimes.
Were you already in Edmonton?
I was in New Brunswick.
Okay.
And many people will send me their businesses. I will edit, and sometimes I teach editing. So when you're teaching people, they are also learning. When they know the job, they will not send job again to me. Yeah?
Okay.
And especially I was in the small community, and then I ended up being like editing weddings, music video, and I was like, no,
want film.
Yeah, I want film. So I decided to move. And so moving, how will I find, or why will I find myself in the industry? So I have to write my own stories, try to see if I will edit them, put it out there.
And have your credits.
Yeah, that's how I started. Then I started to edit, to write the stories, and it really went well.
Wow.
Because I combine those skills. I don't know, like you edit your show sometimes. You are in film school. You, as you are going along, you will end up realizing that editing is very, very important in filmmaking. Like the big directors say, they always say that the editor write the final draft of the story.
Exactly. That's why we have so many scenes, so many cuts,
Yeah.
right, for you to pick from. And stuff like that, so you can.
Yeah, you can have that ability of writing story, because they will bring you the film, the video, put it there. But you are the video. You as an editor, you have to shape those movements, audio, image, to tell the stories. There are a lot about editing. So if you know very well your work as an editor, obviously you can write a story too.
Oh yeah, that is so good. That is so amazing. That is so good. So let's talk about Culprits. The one that you won an award for. And we've spoken about it quite a lot of times, right? Because it's a story that touches your heart, and that's a story that's supposed to touch a lot of people's hearts, right? Because it's a sensitive story. What inspired you to write Culprits? And before you even answer that question, tell me, do you mind telling the viewers what Culprits is all about? Just the synopsis of it.
The Culprits is about human trafficking. It's a story of 2 ambitious men with no career prospects. They decided to go into human trafficking. However, the challenges become when they can't keep a lot of girls in the same place, and especially one of them fall in love with this beautiful Rwandese lady.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So what inspired you to write Culprits? Where did you get it from? What was your mentality when you're thinking about it? Like, what inspired you?
First of all, this is a topical situation. It's like ongoing activity that is always been there, that people sometimes they forget. People talk much about climate change, but they forget that, this is something that is real.
That's real. Yeah.
That's first, but that's the second one. Secondly, I directly have a family member who's been a victim of it. So I thought there was a need to tell this story in a very unique way that people don't realize. And doing it here in Canada, I also wanted to show the world that human trafficking is really not about just sex, There are a lot about human trafficking, like forced labor, bonded, them. So, and also it's not about just bringing girls from Africa or Asia and bring them to Canada or America. Some people also can be victims of human trafficking in their own countries. So I just wanted to bring this prospect so people they can understand it's not just what they think about human trafficking. There are a lot of victims of human trafficking here in their own country.
And so how have people taken it so far, like through your movie? Has it been a positive outcome or?
Yeah, it has been a positive outcome because from what I get from people, what they see, and also my crew also is very supportive crew, because every person that they approach about this, they are like, wow, they give their time, even. Yeah, they give their time that I cannot afford to pay.
Wow.
And what motivates me, I know there are still some challenges about producing it, but
well, it's not easy doing it.
It's not easy. But the problem is it's the motivation that I myself have. And I don't give up.
Right.
That's it.
Well, giving up is not supposed to be an option.
That is not an option.
It's not supposed to be an option. So, as a person of the minority, what challenges have you faced? What challenges have you faced and continue to face? Because because we're just the minority in here, right?
Yeah.
So, what challenges have you faced in your hustle journey?
Wow, there is a challenge, but I can also tell other people of my group, should not use it as an excuse, even though it's there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the challenges you said, it could be my name, Katige.
Wow.
So you can write something, a letter somewhere to request some information, and you're not gonna get a response. But which I really experienced during the production of this.
Okay.
And when you get maybe someone in your crew to write the letter on the same place where you've been writing for so long, the response comes in 1 second, And I know challenges are there for every filmmakers.
Yeah.
Even here in Alberta, the opportunities are like, let's say in producing a movie financial wise, the funding model is very, very difficult.
I know.
But there is a plus for people visible minority.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you mind elaborating on that?
No, as I said, I have a story there. Culprits is there. You could see the filmmakers community in Edmonton are very supportive. They come, you call them, they come there. But institutions that will have to support them to go forward is not there for them. For everyone. Then I say, plus when you are a member of visible minority, it's almost impossible. I've written so many letters, thousands of letters for this project and never got even any response. And the only time I got a response is when I won the award, when I shared. And then I got these emails, can we help you on this? We have this.
Now it's offers.
It's like they want to get their name out there. And so when you say, okay, you send this to me, let me apply. And when you apply, then after you will wait for 3 months, 6 months to get a response, and then when you push hard, they tell you our juries did not recommend this project. And I was, may I get the reason, the feedback? You will not get even that one. So you will understand why. You will ask so many questions that will put you in the position that you will become even an enemy of everyone. So you'll have to give up and work hard, I'm sure people may think I'm crazy, but when I look at Tyler Perry, I get inspired a lot.
Yeah,
from
yeah, oh
when-
yeah, the likes of Tyler Perry. Like there are
Yeah.
lots of people who
Yeah.
look at even Viola Davis as well. She's been in the film industry for a long time, but she had to prove herself a million times for her to get the opportunity that she eventually got.
Definitely.
For people to notice
Yeah.
her. So how do you as an individual and overcome the challenges that you've faced so far?
It's just by being determined. You know,
Okay.
no matter what they do, you will be like, I will do it on my own.
Yeah.
You will do it.
Yeah.
You know, as I say, with the community that is there that are willing to help, because I will appreciate the Edmonton filmmakers community. You, as you can see, you call extras, they come.
They come.
They come. You know, which is still good and which motivated me is motivating me a lot, and. With their support and my determination, we're still gonna. That's how we'll overcome these challenges.
Right.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why Edmonton finally made it to get to they're now eligible to get into the Oscars, right? To apply for the Oscars and stuff like that. And because Edmontonians are coming up. They're coming up as well. We've known Vancouver, Toronto being the main hub of film,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But Edmonton is coming up, and I'm so proud of you. And just keep up the good work. And I've always told you we're there to support you. You know what I mean?
Thank
And
you.
film is not easy to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You need people around you and positive, liking people around you, right?
Yeah.
So I have the last bit of the segment where exactly you can roll your eyes all you want, but it's okay. Okay, so I need you to finish these sentences. I heard you talk about determination. So determination is
Determination for me, or I can say, is sacrifice first, and also when you don't have fear of losing anything, you know, you just focus on what you are doing. You are determined, you know, to do. This is what I want, and I'll have to get it regardless of the cost or the risk. That's to me a determination.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so even if you become homeless or you're
I've
just
given
determined
I've
to
given
do
you
whatever.
the example of Tyler Perry who inspired me.
Okay.
He was determined that I will make. You know how many shows he made before? He
Yeah,
became-
oh yeah.
Like
yeah, a
10.
plethora
I have
of
done
them,
anything.
yeah.
This is the first movie I will produce, you know, out of my comfort zone. I've been an editor, as I said, so this is still like
Nothing,
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm determined to.
Okay, perfect. And success is
When you look at what you've done,
yeah.
like I'm successful man.
Okay, so it's not money.
It's just not money. When
Okay.
you are happy about what you've done, you know, I'm successful man.
Okay.
I've done a movie.
Okay.
I've won.
Okay.
I have a great family.
Okay.
I have set an organization that help filmmaker in my own country that are also making movie that is telling the story about my country.
Wow.
You mentioned about Congo Flix. It's like a Netflix that distributes Congolese movies. You know, I will say it's when you look at me, you talk to me, you say, well, happy to meet me, you know. That's for me success. I'm happy. I've
Right.
succeeded, you know.
Yeah.
I've met great people as
Yeah.
well in my life.
Yeah.
That's a success as well. Yeah.
Wow, that is so amazing. That is great. I'm most proud of.
Oh, proud of what I've achieved. That's what however I have achieved a lot and I'm proud of it. I'm not rich, but when I look at people that have been looking at me and as a role model, especially in my community, Congo, South Africa, Rwanda, well, now they are producing movies and they have even good credit than I. That makes my pride.
Right. Oh, that is so great. And it was so lovely to have you over. And thank you so much for everything that you've mentioned and just to explain how it is to be in the film industry and for people who are actually pursuing the film industry as well. But before we leave, is there any word of motivation, in short, word of motivation to anybody pursuing film, trying to get into the film production or just trying to get into acting or behind the scenes, any word of motivation?
I think everyone, like I've watched a lot of TV shows where they ask this kind of questions and the motivation, the answer is always to not give up.
Okay.
That's all I could, because for a long time I wanted, even this Culprits, I almost gave up. And I was like, you know, if things takes long and you get a lot of challenges, that means you have a good project.
Right.
So yeah, because if people comes to you, they talk negatively about your project. How did they hear about it?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
So the fact that they've heard about it means you have good stuff.
Right.
That's why I like motivate people. Like when people hear about what you are doing, they start to put you down. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Then you have something that is making them afraid, maybe.
Right. Exactly, because people are always feel intimidated. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much. It was such an honor to have you here, and I look forward to many of your movies, many of your coming movies. Obviously, we're gonna work together, and I look forward to that. And to be in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right! Yeah. And anyway, and to the viewers, thank you so much for watching. Keep watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button here. And also follow Ben. I am going to put Ben's details below here on Instagram and on Facebook. Are you on Twitter as well?
Yes, I am.
And on
That's
Twitter.
right.
And yeah,
Let's come and
look
work
out
together.
for this guy. Not just on Congo Flix, but on Netflix as well. Yeah,
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
diversity. I love diversity. It doesn't have to be just African. It doesn't have to just diversity. We know you're going to go places.
Oh yeah,
right?
thank you so much.
But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember, little girls with dreams become women of vision. Take care and God bless you. Bye.